Hi, I'm Tracy Keller with Rise to It. You were made for more. And today I have Ruby with me. Ruby and I have been training together for, has it been a year?
A little over a year.
A little over a year. And Ruby comes to me for personal training, fitness, and I go to her for coaching. So it is a win-win
We're a good
situation.
match.
That's right. We're going to talk a little bit today about mindset and the power of your mindset. When Ruby first came to me, she was a workout queen. She knew how to work out.
Yep.
That was not what we were targeting.
No.
It truly was the mindset and the way she thought about her body, the way she thought about exercise, food, and that's what we're going to get into a little bit today, is the power we have when it comes to our thoughts.
Yes.
So I want you to tell everyone a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, so I finally had created consistency in my workouts and a workout routine that worked for me, and I was working out, 6 days out of the week, really building my body, and I was excited about some of the changes, but I could not seem to drop the weight that I really wanted to drop and look lean. And I wanted to look lean and enjoy some of the actual work that I was putting into my body. So I wanted to show off the muscles. And that was something that kind of just came with the new season that I was in. It was not something that I desired before, but I thought if I'm working out 6 days a week, I'm weight training, I'm cycling, I'm doing capoeira, then I should be able to like really show off my results. And so little did I know that a lot of my mindset was so about, I used to think, I'm going to get myself to the gym and I'm going to survive my workout. And as soon as I caught myself having that belief system, I was like, wow, why do I believe that? And so that's when it really started changing, when I met Tracy and I started to really question some of the beliefs that I had around my body, around food, around some of the self-sabotaging that I was creating for myself. And one of the biggest things was the emotional self-sabotage that was happening. So that's kind of how our journey began.
So when Ruby first started training with me, she would, on her drive over, she shared with me a little bit later, on her drive over, she would say to herself, I'm going to survive it. I am going to get through this workout and survive it. And so we started having some conversations around that. And then one day you were on your way over here and basically you had that change.
There was a shift.
A shift.
Yeah, there was a shift, and it was just like, why am I surviving it when I could be thriving it? And who am I in competition with? It's not like Tracy forces me to do anything I don't want to do or anything like that. She really pays attention to the pace that I need to go at and whatnot. So I really just got here and I was like, you know what? Today I'm going to thrive. Today I'm really going to take this workout and I'm going to enjoy it.
And how did the workout feel after that?
Oh, incredible. And after that day, it completely changed.
That's right.
Yeah, it totally began a whole new linking pleasure to my workouts and really experiencing my body and what was happening for me, feeling my body and really enjoying the workout.
One of the things when I train, I talk to my clients about, I want you to feel this muscle. And we also talk about being in our body.
Yes.
Versus our minds being about what we need to do next, what's on the shopping list, what conversations we had with the person that we were there, but being present.
Yeah.
Actually feeling the weights and feeling good through a movement.
Yes.
And if a movement doesn't feel right, and I'm not talking about muscle fatigue, but I'm saying doesn't feel right, change the movement. And there is a lot of power in embracing the movement that you're in, staying in the moment, enjoying the company, working through a lot of the things that you're going through during the day versus kind of zoning out.
Yes, which I was doing. I was an expert at doing.
Yes.
So, yes.
So now let's talk a little bit about food. When Ruby first started coming to me, she was a pretty decent eater.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part.
Except when I was angry or depressed.
So there's the emotions. What did we do with your eating style?
Well, one of the things that blew me away was that I had no idea I was wolfing down my food and that I was always in a rush. And again, it goes back to being present, being mindful, and enjoying your food. And so one of the things Tracy encouraged me to do was to breathe and to really notice whether I was breathing when I would sit down to eat. And so the first couple of times I couldn't believe the fact that I definitely was not breathing, and certainly couldn't even get 5 breaths in before, attacking my food. So I realized that, wow, I am definitely shutting down my metabolism, as you explained. Well, no wonder. I'm not even enjoying my food. I'm wolfing it down. And one of the things that you shared was about explain that part where you talk about like the neural pathway that happens, right? The enjoyment of your food.
So there's a couple of things. If you're eating on the run and you're not sitting down, there's an actual emotional satisfaction that we get from being seated.
Yes.
So one of the things I do naturally is if I've noticed, I don't jump on the scale every day, I've gotten completely away from that, but if I've noticed that I've maybe put a little bit of weight on, is the only adjustment I'll make is I do not allow myself to walk around and eat. I make myself sit down. Even if I'm having, say, a bar for breakfast because my schedule's a little tight, I will actually sit down and taste it. Taste the bar, taste what's in it, and that satisfies that emotional attachment.
Yes, which I was so skipping over and consequently overeating because I wasn't getting that emotional fun in with my food. I wasn't even being mindful. Yes.
And then the deep breaths, the oxygen uptake of the body actually increases your metabolism. And when you are wolfing your food down, you are not getting the proper oxygen in your body, which is one of the things that meditation and yoga is so powerful about doing, is getting our bodies back to a place of that being, that powerful being. So that's incredibly important, is to take those deep breaths and get our metabolism.
You'll eat less, you'll have more enjoyment, and at the end of it, you'll really have fulfilled all those needs that your body and your emotions have.
And slowing down also, it takes a while, and you've probably heard this. I know I heard it for years. It takes a while for the brain and the stomach to connect. So when we slow down, when we take our deep breaths and then we slow down and eat, we can actually make that connection.
Yes.
And all of a sudden we're like, oh goodness, I'm full. And we don't feel miserably full.
Yes.
We can stop at the proper time. What you have going on while you eat is important. Great conversation is wonderful for the body versus having your tablet out or your computer or the TV on where you're not paying attention to what you're doing. So there's no mindfulness involved.
True.
So we want to be present. We're totally missing out on life. Like, we're going, okay, I'm going to be happy when I lose this weight, when I get over here, when I get this job. And we are completely missing out on these relationships that we have right in front of us. We're missing out on what our bodies can do right now. Without losing 1 pound, right now, our bodies are powerful. And when we embrace that, then the bodies can release the weight that it needs to release.
Yes.
So those are the things that we've really focused on. And now, you would not be able to tell, but Ruby is actually, how many months pregnant now?
Let's see, going into my 5th month.
Yes. So she got her body so healthy and is now reaping the benefits along with her little girl.
Yes, having a little baby girl.
Yes. Real quick before we go, we're going to talk about an event coming up in under 2 weeks. April 14th, right here at the Keller House.
Yes.
We are going to be doing an event where we're going to help you answer some questions in order for you to get into the moment and truly embrace what you have.
Yeah, just some good questions that you can live in and really start to question some of those beliefs that have got you the results that you have. And if health is important and emotional well-being is important, we're going to have a lot of fun exploring and discovering.
Exactly. So come and join us, and we encourage you to rise to it.
Yes.
Because you were made for more.
That's right.